Hi, welcome to World Tutor. In this video, we are going to learn about something called percentages. Percentages are very important. It is the math argument you always use in everyday life. The percentages are used, for example, when you need to calculate how much tax you pay on things you buy, or when you need to calculate the cost of things on sale, or how much proteins or sugar in the food you like, or when you invest in stock market to find out how much you make in profit. Well, you can see from the examples, percentage is very useful math tool in everyday life. It is very important to understand percentages and how it is work in math problems. Let's move forwards. Are you ready to start? Remember, in math percentages can be called in short form as percent. The main point you have to understand that the percent is a fraction. Are you shocked about that? But it is true as a start point. If you know how the fraction works, it will be easy to learn the percent. So if you don't remember the fraction, please check the previous video on fraction. The percentage is a special fraction that always has a 100 as bottom number. So if it is a percent, then no matter what the top number is, the bottom number will be 100. As the bottom number of a percent is always 100, it is normal fact to not write it. It is substituted by this symbol called percent sign. This percent symbol after a number, that mean the number is a percent. Let's see this number. The percent sign after 35, which read as 35%, which we can write as 35 over 100. Remember, when you see a number like this, 35%, you can convert or replace with a fraction. Let's look at few examples to make easy to understand the concept. 6% means 6 over 100. 13% mean 13 over 100. 30% mean 30 over 100. 80% mean 80 over 100. So this side the percentage, and this side the fraction equivalent. Let's see some special percentages. Can we have 0%? Yes, it is mean 0 over 100. It is what we like to call zero fraction, which is equal to 0. What does mean to have 100%? As we learn, it mean 100 over 100, which we call whole fraction, which equal to 1. Now, let's make bit complicate. We know 0% equal to 0 and 100% equal to 1. What about bigger number like 115%? Can we have it? Yes, we can. 115% means 115 over 100. As you know, from the video of fraction, it is an improper fraction, because the top number is bigger than bottom number. The fraction's value will be greater than 1. Now, you know most of the important facts about the percent. There is one last thing I would like to talk about. It is decimal. From our previous video, I hope you remember that we can convert any fractions into decimal value. Like this one, 1 over 4 equals 0.25. As you remember, when we have a base 10 fraction, it is easy to do the conversion between fraction and decimal number. So, as percentages are 10-based fraction, they are hundredths because their bottom number is always 100. That means it's very easy to rewrite a percentage. For example, 20% is just 20 over 100, which is from the fraction point, and also has the decimal form 0.20, because this is the hundredths place and 0.20 means 20 hundredths. So this way, we can write 20% as a fraction 20 over 100, or decimal as a 0.20. As now we know why we can easy convert percentage to a decimal. Let me show you a really simple trick to do that. First, you start with the number in percent form like this one, 45%. Next, you can imagine where the decimal point should be in the number. It's not shown, but if it was, it would be right here next to the ones place. Now remember 45 and 45.0 are the same value. Now that you know where the decimal point is, just move it to number places to the left, away from the place symbol, and draw it right there. Lastly, once you have moved the decimal point, you erase the percent sign, because you don't have a percent anymore. Moving the decimal point to places to the left converted it into the decimal value of that percent. Let's do some example. 32%, we move the decimal point to place to the left and get 0.32. 68%, we move the decimal point to place to the left and get 0.68. 20%, we move the decimal point to place to the left and get 0.20. That's very easy, right? Let's make it a little bit more complicated. What about 8%? How can we move the decimal point to places over when there is only one digit? Only thing we have to do is use a 0 as a placeholder in the number place that's missing. Then, when we move the decimal point to places over, we end up with the decimal value of 0.08. That makes sense. In fact, 8 is in hundredth place, and 8% is 8 over 100. Same way, 6% would be 0.06. Neat as before. Extra 0 placeholder. Let's see some special examples. 0% is just 0.0. If we have 100%, and we move the decimal point to places to left, we end up with 1.00. So 1.00 is the same value as 1. That's why, as you remember earlier, 100% represents one whole. If we have 167%, we move the decimal point to get 1.67. That's a value greater than 1, which is what we expected, as we know 167% is an improper fraction. 167 over 100. Now, we know that percent is a special fraction that always has 100 a bottom number. And we learn to rewrite percents in either fraction form or their decimal form. 10% is 10 over 100, or 0.10. Remember, you can go other way too. That means, if you have a fraction with 100 as the bottom number, you can rewrite it in percent form. For example, if you have 19 over 100, you say that 19%. And if you have 90 over 100, you say that 90%. Or if you have decimal 0.35, you can say 35%. And you get the decimal 0.18, you can say that's 18%. So, that's the key to percentages. This is all for this video. Good luck and see you in the next video.